The Instax Mini 8, released in 2012, is beloved for its simplicity and fun instant photography. However, this simplicity comes with limitations that can cause exposure problems in your photos. Unlike modern digital cameras with automatic settings, the Instax Mini 8 has three fixed parameters that control exposure. Understanding these limitations is crucial for getting better photos. The camera has a fixed shutter speed of 1/60th of a second, which cannot be changed. The film speed is locked at ISO 800, making it quite sensitive to light. The only exposure control you have is the aperture, adjusted through the brightness dial. These fixed settings lead to two main exposure problems. Overexposure happens in bright outdoor scenes when too much light enters the camera, making photos appear washed out and lacking detail. Underexposure occurs in low light conditions when the aperture isn't wide enough to let in sufficient light, resulting in dark, muddy photos with poor visibility of details. The brightness dial is your only tool for controlling exposure. Each setting adjusts the aperture size, the opening that controls how much light reaches the film. Understanding when to use each setting is key to avoiding exposure problems. Understanding these fundamental limitations of the Instax Mini 8 is essential. With only aperture control available, knowing when and how to adjust the brightness dial becomes critical for achieving properly exposed instant photos. When your Instax Mini 8 photos come out too bright or washed out, you're dealing with overexposure. This commonly happens in bright outdoor conditions where the camera's light meter gets overwhelmed. The simplest fix is the sunglasses trick. Place a pair of sunglasses over the camera's light meter to reduce the amount of light entering the sensor. This tricks the camera into thinking it's darker than it actually is. For a more professional approach, use a neutral density filter. These filters reduce light without affecting color balance, giving you better control over exposure in bright conditions. Smartphone light meter apps can help you determine the exact settings needed. Set the app to ISO 800 and shutter speed 1/60th of a second to match your camera's fixed settings. Then use the recommended aperture. For underexposed or too dark photos, first ensure your camera dial matches the lit lamp indicator. If the camera suggests cloudy conditions, turn the dial to the cloud setting. If your camera's lights are blinking or it's not responding properly, the issue is likely dead batteries. Replace them with fresh alkaline batteries, making sure to do this with the lens extended to avoid damaging the mechanism. With these troubleshooting techniques, you can solve most exposure problems and get consistently better photos from your Instax Mini 8. Remember to match your settings to the lighting conditions and keep fresh batteries in your camera.